smile.
Kind of lean. There we go. Yo, big up everybody. As-salamu alaykum. This video is a bit different, and the reason why it's a bit different is not music. It's just me talking again, and it's a question I've been asking myself. Am I a good person? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Because I don't know what constitutes as good anymore. Like, what makes you a good person? What is the characteristics of a quote-unquote good person? You know? The religious would say it's somebody that is pious, somebody that believes in God, somebody that follows the outlines of their religion. And I do that to the best of my ability. God knows best, right? But am I a good person? I'm gonna tell you a quick story. A couple months ago, I live in an apartment complex, and the person that previously lived above me, anybody that live in apartments know that, like, you could kind of hear stuff from time to time, right? Probably not conversation, but you could probably hear footsteps, or if they're using the washing machine or something, you know? And there was an instance where there was a domestic situation involved, and I heard it, hear glass breaking and all of that, and I did nothing. I did nothing at all. And it made me ask myself, a good person would actually do something about this, you know, like they would call the cops or something. All I did was I videoed it and make sure I had the sounds, and just in case. But you know me, I'm an immigrant to this country, right? And I just don't want to be involved with the police any at all. And it, you know, I was going back and forth with myself, like if I wanted to call the police or not. And it made me realize how selfish I was as a human being to not consider that somebody's hurting. A female is probably getting the life taken out of them, and I sat down with my phone recording, you know, and I felt compelled. I was like, I'm a terrible person, you know, for just not doing anything, not saying anything. And I went outside, and it escalated outside, but not to the extent where everybody heard. I went outside to see if I was the only person hearing this, and the person across from me was hearing it as well, because they were in the hall, like in the hallway upstairs. They were in the hallway, and I was not the only person hearing this. So I just kind of took refuge in that, like I wasn't the only one, and maybe the other person will call the police and make of it what they may. And that was in about April, and then it happened again in August. And then I had to do something, you know. I reported it to the people them here or whatever. And selfishly, it was because it was stopping me from going to sleep. It wasn't to help the young lady. It was to stop me. It was to just make sure I could go to my bed. And it made me think, how much of us actually do stuff like that on a daily basis? Like, we'll tell ourselves, like, if something bad happens, we'll actually do something about it. But we never seem to do that, you know? We never seem to do it. It's like, yeah, maybe I will do something, or maybe I will not. But we always talk like we'll do something in the situation, but never truly do it. And it made me realize something about myself, you know? Like, I would have the best intentions ever, but what do you do with those intentions? Muslims will tell you that a man is judged by his intentions, you know? Is the intention of whatever you're doing. I forgot how you say it in Arabic. It's in mal bilniyat or something like that. Don't quote me on that. Something like that. But that's pretty much the basis of what it is saying. Like, a man is judged by his intentions. And it truly made me look into myself, because I thought I was a decent human being, you know. And I realized that we can't really do that. We can't really tell ourselves like, oh, I'm a good person. I think it's other people will more put that on us than we can put it on ourselves. It just kind of made me think, you know. And it's the same with the world that we live in now. We live in a world right now where children are getting bombarded on a daily basis with violence from governments that are passing down to innocent citizens, you know, of these countries. And a lot of us turn a blind eye to it, you know. And it hurts my heart. that we can do that as human beings. You know how much of a privilege it actually is to not care about something. It's a big privilege to just live and not think about being things falling on you. Because I don't know what I can say on YouTube and get away with it, but things falling on you that get rid of you. You know? And a lot of us turn a blind eye to what goes on in parts of the world because of our own biases. And it made me look into myself. You know? All these things that happen to us on a daily basis, it truly made me look into myself. It's like, we are not good people. You know? We're not good people. I don't think so. I think we try to be. We all try to be. We all try to do the right things. But I think we fall short. You know, the Christians will tell you that we all fall short from the glory of God or something like that. Sorry if I'm misquoting everything. I'm just kind of all over the place. I didn't write anything down. I just decided to turn the camera on and speak. But yeah, we all fall short to the mercy of God or something like that. To that extent, forgive me if I misquoted. But it just feels like that all the time now. I've just all these things that I've had time to sit down and look back into, like I fall short there, you know. But I will try to fix it for another time, if God forbid if that happens again. And I'm saying, like, inshallah, I can actually do the right thing, or what is the perceived right thing. Because to me, I did the right thing at the time to not get involved, because I just don't want to involve myself with any form of police, any at all, at any period of time, if I don't need to. And at the time, I just didn't think I needed to do that. But looking back at it now, I was like, maybe I should have done something, you know? Just maybe. But the problem was resolved. I guess they got evicted or something like that. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But I just know they're no longer there. You know? And it was the whole... Because it's a gentleman with my skin tone. He's of darker complexion. And I kind of felt compelled, man. It's like... all these sides of me are fighting, like the person that want to help women and, you know, not let a woman go through that, and then the black person in me, and then the immigrant. They're all pulling on these different sides, and I just didn't know who to choose. I did nothing at all. It's crazy, eh? I did nothing at all. And that's not the only instance that made me kind of question my akhlaq, my character. Like, I was like, yo, what is wrong with me, where I'm selfishly putting just me over these other things where I can possibly help people, you know? I could possibly help. Like, as a Muslim, most Muslims know that you have to play zakah, innit? It's like charity, giving charity to other Muslims. And then you have sadaqah. Sadaqah is like giving charity to everybody else, you know, sharing your wealth. And this as a Muslim, I can tell you, this is my greatest challenge. I can tell you that. It's my greatest challenge, because some of the times it feels like if I give $100 here, it just feels like I did nothing. You know, if I give $100 or $200 or $300, it feels like I did nothing. I know it helps, but in the grand scheme of things, what is $300 to starving people? You know, that's how I look at it sometimes, and I know I probably shouldn't. You know, because God bless it nonetheless. He bless me, and I can give other people and help other people wherever I possibly can. But it just feels like it's not enough. And that made me question myself as well. Like, you know, like I'm trying to give for the right reasons, but the minute the money leave my hand, I was like, it's just not enough. It's not enough to help these people. You know, it's not enough to help them. You give $1 to a guy on the road. In the grand scheme of things, what is $1? That's how I look at it. And astaghfirullah, God, may God forgive me for how I view that. But I'm a human being, you know? It's a human being. And I realize that is the human condition. We're not perfect, man. And we fall short every time. At some point in the day, you fall short. And that's why we have to seek, you know, repentance from God. Because we fall short in areas even that we don't even realize. You know, you look at road rage and stuff like that, you fall short. You know, because anger is not a good emotion to feel. You know, especially if you channel it in violent ways. So it just kind of make you think, it make you sit and you think, am I a good person? You know, are human beings good persons? And I think most of us are at heart, but things stop us from doing the right thing sometimes. But ask yourself, man, am I a good person? Am I not a good person? Because I see stuff and I feel bad, man. It hurts my heart. Sometimes you cry. You sit and you cry, man. You know? Like, how can we justify getting rid of 40,000 people? You know? Because of a religious difference or a political difference. It's weird, man. It is odd. And we can just go along with our days. You know, we just live like it's not happening. Time to pray. It's time to pray. Where my the Adhan's going now? That's the Adhan. And it went off. I'll be right back. Give me like 5 minutes or so. I'll be right back to finish up the video. Just 5 minutes or so. I totally forgot where I was at whatever point, but hey, let's continue, right? I'm not much of a political person. I don't vote, never voted a day in my life, and I probably never will, right? But it's a question I ask all the time, you know, how silly it is to argue over something like politics. It's like arguing over religion. We will always differ in that area. It is common sense. These are cultural differences, spiritual differences. Will always differ, right? And as Muslims, we all know that there's a verse in the Quran that says, alaykum dinkum waliyadin. You have your way and I have mine. And we have to respect each other's way. You do your way and I have my way. You know what I'm saying? In Kafirun, that's the verse of the Quran. So it's why we don't apply that same thing in all aspects of life, where we understand that, hey, you have your way and I have my way. But it just seems like everybody wants other people to follow their way. And I think that's what creates the dissonance that we see in our society, where everybody wants everybody to think the same and be the same, because we want to get rid of individualism. You know, nobody can be themselves anymore. Everybody has to fall in this group and that group. And I think that is one of our biggest problems in overall society. And how that tie into us being good persons is we all lose ourselves in these different groups that we belong in, right? And we don't realize that before you are a part of that group, you're human. Before you are a part of that religion, you're human. Before you are a part of that political thing that you're into, you were human, innit? And we lose that. You know what I'm saying? We lose that. And that's the reason for places like that place, the Israel, they lose the fact that they're human beings, and they're looking at other human beings as less than them. That is the biggest problem that we're seeing. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at a group as less than, you look at them as not human. You know what I'm saying? And that remove the entire good within the person. You're no longer a person. You're an animal now. You know what I'm saying? Because we will forget the alaykum dinkum waliyadin. You have your way and I have mine. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with your way if you want to live like that. You know what I'm saying? For example, I know an individual that live around me, and I hear them all the time. I will pass and will speak from time to time, and the person so happened to be a homosexual. You know what I'm saying? The person so happened to be that, right? And I see no problem speaking to them like a human being, because I might not agree with your way of life, and it's not for me, but you're a human being. You know? So I'm going to treat you like a human being, because I cannot judge you. Only God can judge you for whatever you're doing in life. It's up to you and if you believe in God or not. But my job here as a human being is to look at other human beings and be like, hey, are you okay? Alright, I'm gonna move on. Because that might help somebody's day. You know what I'm saying? It might just help them to to be a better self, to have a smile throughout the day. A lot of people don't even get hailed at daytime, especially men. Men tell you, nobody don't talk to us. You know? Nobody don't talk to us, man. As a person like me, I spend 90% of my days inside. You know what I'm saying? Within these four walls. I don't go anywhere. And I leave here just to go to my bed. You know what I'm saying? I work here. I here all the time. Other than when I go gym or go run or something like that. So I'm here all the time. Or when I go muscle on the Fridays. You get me? So who am I hailing, bruv? You know? And we hide ourselves from society too. But I'm rambling or whatever. But like we just hide ourselves too much from the world. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. To stop rambling on. I think I'm finished now. So yeah. It's nice speaking to y'all. You know? Letting whatever is in my head out. But I don't think I've answered the question if I'm a good person. I don't know. But God will decide. Allah Alam. God knows best. You know? Alright? Don't forget to smile. Like if you want to like it. Comment if you want to comment. Share or the video might disappear. I'm out of here. Wait, peace, love, positive.